How's your booty hole?
You know
Like,
what?
is that like a thing that you deal with constantly in your life?
Not constantly, thankfully. But when I first started, yeah, like, you know, you have to become a spicy
your body's
food person.
adjusted to it.
Yeah,
you
it
get
does.
tolerant for sure.
Totally.
How do you
Like-
think I can deal with all that stuff?
Because you eat
I
it all the time.
built up a tolerance.
Tolerance to pain.
So if
yeah.
I eat tons of spicy
Yes.
food in the end, it
Yes.
won't burn me.
It's
Yes.
like cardio, yeah.
Yeah.
So like we shot an episode yesterday. I went to the gym right afterwards. You know what I mean? Like it
Doesn't do anything.
It doesn't change the rhythm of my life at all anymore. The
But it
beginning,
did. How long
yeah.
did it take for you to adjust?
I would say it was like a year of, and two, because we travel so much. So I just remember like in that first year being in an airport with like stomach cramps and like cold sweats and being like, how am I going to keep doing
For a
this?
year,
You know, yeah.
but went for a year.
Yeah. And then,
But less and less.
yeah, but less and less. You know,
Okay.
it is like cardio. You know, like it's tough to run that first mile, but the next day it gets a little bit easier, and the next day it gets a little bit easier, and the next
Yeah.
day, and then here we are now, like 8 years later. So it's just that's all in the rearview mirror. But who knows? Maybe it's like being an athlete where, you know, you have like this, like maybe the wheels will fall off at some point, and I'll have to try to, you know, figure out how to win without that fastball anymore.
I have a question because this happens to me. It happened to me recently, actually, and it must happen to you in a much different way. When you go to a restaurant and you get recognized, they just keep sending food out.
Yeah.
And then at some point, it's too much, and you've already ordered your food.
Yeah.
Right? So you've ordered what you think is a good portion for food or an entree, and then they just keep sending out the stuff they're proud of. And then at some point you're completely full, uncomfortably full, but you feel obligated to eat this stuff.
Champagne problems.
I know, but it is, and I get that. But my friend, like he said, because he went with me, and he's like, dude, this is a problem now. You know what I mean? Like we're bumming. Like we feel bad. And I'm just saying, for you, it must be that, but also with the heat.
Yeah. All right. So the reason I'm laughing is because, I never like to complain about that, but that is a thing when you go to restaurants, you know, where like the food just starts coming out of the kitchen, you know, like the guys, and I love that like Hot Ones is, you know, like it's big in kitchens, you know, it's big
for
that
sure.
guy. So like somebody from the kitchen recognizes you, then it's like buzzing a little bit, and then stuff starts flying out. And then there is always that thing where it's like, and this is from the chef, and it'll be like their wing dish, you know, but I'm like, I've eaten thousands of chicken wings for the internet's amusement. Like this is like the last thing I want to do in my, you know, when I'm off the clock.
You're saying you don't enjoy chicken wings in the privacy of your own home?
No, they're kind of dead to me. You know, like that's on the clock. You know, that's a thing. That's part of the check right there. But I've never like I'll never complain about that or like say anything about that. But that's why I was laughing when you were saying it, because that is totally a thing where like sometimes.
But also, and you can't. You want to be courteous.
And
you want to put the effort in
it's love.
and eat it, but it's somewhere like I can't fit anything else in my stomach. And I don't, it's the same thing. Like, I don't want to eat the hottest thing on your menu just to test me.
Right. And this is our hot sauce and this.
You can send it to me.
Every time.